You're calling me a liar, right? That what
Is
you
that
calling
what
me?
you're doing? All right, let me tell you something. You got biters, you got thieves, and you have people that congratulate, and you have people that can make something out of nothing. All right? You're going to be beware of the biters, but how dare you approach someone telling them that they're a thief because of the way they choose to express themselves with little to nothing to start from. All right? That's crazy. You are not part of hip hop to be saying no BS like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to defend the sampling community. I'm here to defend the sampling producer, the sampling beat maker. I'm here to defend them because I seen the comments, right? Man, how you going to take something that ain't yours? What are you talking about? Number one, you sample something that you really like and you flip it into something else and giving it a life again. Most people are happy to do that. Even the families of someone that made something 30, 20, 40, 60 years ago, you gave it life and you gave them a check and you think they salty about that? No, I believe most people would not be. All right. I don't hear nobody talking about, hey, man, I don't think Bob Ross was really that good. When half the time, when you seen Bob Ross start with a canvas, right? It was looking like, what is that? And that's the art of sampling, okay? Where you're listening to something that nobody else hears, that you can do something else with it, right? The same way Bob Ross looked at those paints and saw something, he had a vision in his head, and he knew where to start. That's the art of sampling, especially a good person with a good ear, right? May not play the drums, but we understand the drums. May not play the flutes, but we understand keys and how things mix together, right? That's the art of sampling. Thief, no way. How dare you, son? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing B-boy about calling someone a thief, you know what I'm saying? Because B-boys took stuff, right? They took the old linoleum that was in the back of the furniture store that they threw away, put it on the ground, watch other people dance, took that and turned it into something else, right? That's what they did. You know what I'm saying? People, we went to the park, heard the DJ, take two records, spin the best part back to back. Someone else heard that and say, hold up, I can rhyme to that. That was the art of hip hop, the art of making something out of nothing. How dare you call somebody a thief? If you did that, like I said, you are clueless. You do not know the difference between someone biting, someone stealing, and someone creating a masterpiece out of nothing, okay? Obviously, that's something you've never done or taken part of, so I don't really expect you to understand. But on the other hand, if you're talking crazy like that, means that you don't know nothing about hip-hop at all, right? The elements, nothing. Graffiti, music, clothing, business, whatever the 5 elements, you don't know nothing, all right? You're sitting up there trolling and you sound crazy, all right? Because if you did know, you'd be one of the main ones congratulating any person that gets up here and pieces something together, whether they're on YouTube or not. Anyone that takes the time to listen to something, come back and make something else out of it that someone can bob their head to, someone can write a lyric to, someone can write some kind of good poetry to it, right? That's some real stuff right there. And obviously, you ain't real enough to recognize that, right? Because the first thing when you hear the word sampling, they a thief. How is that? Now, like I said, there's a difference. Back in the day, we had biters, right? We had people that would hear your style at a party, and then next weekend, they would take that exact same style and go do that exact same thing you did at the next party next week. That was a thief. That was a biter, okay? There's a difference. Someone can hear something some way, one way, right? They go to the park and hear someone else doing something, right, with a certain record. What they would do is go find their own, right, style or their own sound and twist it up in a congratulatory way and in a way where they're bigging up the other artists and make something fly out of that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't know nothing about that, son. You know what I'm saying? So this is just, I had to say this, man, because I see this all the time when we start talking about the art of sampling. Somebody got something crazy calling someone a thief. That's crazy. How you going to take something that's not yours? We don't even want to go down that route. Where you sitting at? All right? So, yo, for those that's in love with the art, yo, keep doing it. Don't let these clowns that can't create nothing, right? They obviously never played with Legos. They obviously never had any toys where they put stuff together, right? Yo, I'm telling you, man, don't let these clowns get to you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing hip hop about them. There's nothing b-boy about them. There's nothing, no talent with them whatsoever, man. So for the community that I'm part of, and I consider myself part of the community of sampling, you know what I'm saying? Way before even this YouTube stuff or whatever, communicating back and forth, finding my own tribe, you know what I'm saying? Being with the A alikes, B alike, and we C alike. And what we see is clowns calling people thieves that make a living or make themselves happy or make other people happy through their art form, which is sampling a sound from somewhere, right? And reimagining it and making it into something even unrecognizable half the time. Unrecognizable. You don't know where some of that stuff from. It took me years to figure out where Marley Marl had some of them sounds from in the bridge and other songs. I'm like, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? That's pure talent. You know what I'm saying? Like someone like Marley Marl to me is the Picasso of the hip hop work. He took something and put it back together, boom, and it made something. You know what I'm saying? Something that you was like, yo, you know what I mean? So, yo, don't let these clowns that's acting like they hardcore hip hop enthusiasts when they don't even want to play the instruments that even came inside these machines, right? They don't even want to play with the instruments inside their own door. You know what I'm saying? So don't listen to none of them. Continue crate digging. Continue looking for sounds or whatever it is, man. If you got to take, you people, I seen y'all take y'all microphones on some art and noise type stuff and go tap on something and make a beat out of that. That's pure creativity because ain't too many people doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can make something out of that. I salute you, soldier. I salute you. You know what I'm saying? So this your man Kirk State. Quick message. Don't let nobody take you off your journey, your creative path. Sampling is an art form and it is not thievery. If done right, it is not thievery. All right? Let's go. You know what? You know the biters in the community. You know the trolls in here. Come on, man. Call them out. Continue. Thank you for calling them out. Let's go. Make beats, not excuses.
Perk State, Perk State, Perk State, Perk State.